What's going on, everybody? This is your WOF Outlook and Discussion for Friday, April 14th, 2023. And before we get into today's video, I hope everyone is doing well, remaining positive, and as always, staying blessed. All right, you guys, taking a look at the map this morning. Again, not too much going on, not much activity. We still have the low here across the southern United States, bringing weather across the Carolinas here. We have a threat for some severe weather across the central plains today and across the Pacific Northwest. We will yet again have a general thunderstorm risk for parts of northern Idaho, northwest Montana, and extreme northeast Washington state. As we go down even into the Rockies, we will still have a general thunderstorm risk here for today as well. And we also do have some snow showers and rain ongoing across parts of Colorado at this current moment, about 10:30 in the morning. As we move further up along into Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, we do have some showers here as well. So be on the lookout for some rain here throughout the day in that part of the country as well. Parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, and a general thunderstorm risk. Iowa, Missouri, even on down into parts of Oklahoma is under a general thunderstorm risk. We can also see some general thunderstorms here across the Florida Peninsula here again today. Already areas that has been seeing some very severe flooding will be in the crossfire again for some showers and thunderstorms today. And as we take a look here, we have the low across northern Mississippi moving into Alabama. And as that does so, we're going to have some showers and thunderstorms fire off throughout the day across northern Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Now, you guys, what that's going to do, that's going to segue us right into the convective outlooks, you guys. Right? We got to take all the surface stuff off. Bam, bam, bam. All right, take the temperatures off. All right, you guys, and here we go. And this is where we do have a marginal risk across South Carolina, North Carolina, and parts of Southern Virginia here. As we take a look at the categories to see, there is no tornado risk in this area, so that is very good news. 5% hail threat mainly across parts of North Carolina here, Raleigh, Fayetteville, Greenville, Imperial, and parts of Southern Virginia, Danville and Southern Virginia, and even parts of extreme northeast South Carolina could see also the potential for some hail, you guys. And as we move on to the wind probability across this marginal risk area, there is the threat for a few localized gusty winds, you guys. And as we take a look, no significant tornado threat, no significant hail threat, no significant wind threat. So just be on the lookout for a few isolated, localized damaging wind gusts, and probably a little instances of hail every now and then here across parts of the Carolinas and Southern Virginia. Now, as we move on to I'm about to say the southern plains, you guys, the central plains. Here we have a slight risk of severe weather today, and that'll be for parts of extreme northwest Oklahoma, extending into Kansas, and then extreme southeast parts of Nebraska, you guys. And as we take a look here, Wichita is in this slight risk. Alma, Pratt. As we move on down into parts of Oklahoma, you have Newkirk close by, Woodward, Great Bend in Kansas, and Patrice in Nebraska, you guys, Superior in Nebraska. All these areas will be under the slight risk. Even Omaha is under the slight risk, you guys. As we take a look at the categories, no tornado threat really, you guys, in this area. So that is good news. It looks like really no tornadoes are really going to be a threat for today. But still be on the lookout for them if you are in this severe weather outlook. As we take a look at the hail probability across the central plains, you guys, you can see there is a 15% chance for hail from northwest Oklahoma into parts of southeast Nebraska, extending through central Kansas. As we take a look at the wind probability, you can see there's also that 15% chance for some localized gusty winds from Omaha all the way down into parts of northwest Oklahoma, and a 5% chance extending into parts of southern Minnesota, you guys. And as we take a look here, we do have a hatch area for significant hail across Kansas and parts of northwest Oklahoma. So we will have to be on the lookout for some significant hail probably on the order of 1.5 to 2 inch plus in diameter, could be possible here in this area later on this evening and into tonight. And as you can see, there will also be a significant wind event that extends into parts of southeast Nebraska. We have to look out for possibly a few localized instances of some strong damaging wind gusts here in this area as well, you guys. So that's going to be for this for today, you guys. We have the slight risk across the Central Plains and then the marginal risk across the Carolinas. Now, as we segue into convective outlook day 2, which is for tomorrow, you can see the Storm Prediction Center has an enhanced risk out for parts of the mid south, you guys. As you can see here, and this is the same areas that has just been getting hit just back to back to back throughout the entire winter and going into the spring. It just has not let up, you guys. But as you can see, we have an enhanced risk from North Louisiana, extending through Arkansas into southern Missouri, Little Rock, just to the east of Shreveport, Texarkana. We're going to call you in at Warren, Pine Bluff, Russellville, Harrison, Batesville, West Plains, Branson. All these areas are within close enough within this enhanced risk. All hazards will be possible. We have the slight risk for Tyler, Texas, Shreveport, Monroe, Alexandria, Jackson, Greenville, Marks, Memphis, Salem, Columbia, Springfield, Fayetteville. All these areas are in these slight risks. Then we get into the marginal risk. Bryan, Texas, Houston, Texas, Bay City, Orange, Texas, Lafayette, even the New Orleans area is under a marginal risk for severe weather, you guys, for Saturday, tomorrow. We have Bogalusa coming up on into northern Mississippi, Starksville, Tupelo, getting even into parts of western Tennessee, even extreme western Kentucky, and on up into parts of on up into Illinois, you guys, Chicago, just on the outside of this marginal risk here, even extending all the way up into Wisconsin here. So you guys, we will have to be on the lookout Saturday, which it seems like that's going to be the main date. As we take a look at the categories here, we do have a 5% chance for tornadoes across Arkansas, North Louisiana, and parts of western Mississippi, with a 2% chance that does extend from Memphis to Jackson, even down to the New Orleans area. We could see a chance, we do have a chance to see a tornado or two for Saturday. Shreveport, even going up into Springfield, Missouri. We will have to be on the lookout, you guys. As we go to hail, you can see the hail, 30% chance for some hail across parts of extreme North Louisiana, extending into Arkansas, southern Missouri. The 15% encompasses the slight risk, you guys, which goes all the way down into central Louisiana and parts of East Texas. And then we have the 5% chance for hail, which goes all the way up into Wisconsin, just outside of Chicago, the New Orleans area, Houston. Could see some hail, you guys, as well for Saturday. As we move on to the wind probability, just about the same. Within the enhanced risk area, there's a 30% chance for some localized gusty winds, 15% encompassing the slight risk, and we have the 5% encompassing the marginal risk here for some gusty winds. There is no significant tornado threat. There will be a significant hail threat, you guys, for parts of the Arklatex, west central Arkansas, and southern Missouri, and even into parts of northwest Louisiana, the Shreveport area. Hail up to 2 inch plus in diameter will be possible in this area, Hot Springs, Arkansas. We'll have to be on the lookout, you guys, for Saturday. Significant wind, no significant wind, you guys. So it would just really be the significant hail threat. Some isolated large instances of hail that we would have to really look out for Saturday. Now, as we go to the HRRR, which should bring us out to Saturday pretty well here, you guys. So let's take a look and see. We're going to start at 7 in the morning. Let's see. Hold on, you guys. Let's get it going. Get it going. Reflectivity. All right, you guys. Starting at 7 in the morning for Saturday, you can see across parts of Louisiana, Texas, we may have some showers starting to pop here, become ongoing, even as we get into parts of Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska. Already going to have some rain ongoing, even in Minnesota, you guys. Approaching a slight risk across Missouri. These cells will be starting to come in, and this will be as early as 7 in the morning. We move on to the noontime on Saturday, you guys. Let's check and see. You can see we're starting to get some showers pop in the enhanced risk area across parts of Arkansas, but not too much really going on, you guys. We may even have a few showers here across the New Orleans area and parts of the Mississippi Gulf Coast, Ocean Springs around the afternoon on Saturday, you guys. But so far, not too much really severe popping off. We have some showers here across Illinois, Iowa, and still some rain going on into Wisconsin and Minnesota. And look at the heavy rain that's starting to develop here in parts of Kansas, you guys. We move on to about 4 p.m. Saturday. Let's check and see. All right, you guys, here we go now, you guys. As we start to get into the afternoon, evening on Saturday, that's when it looks like the severe weather threat really starts to get going. Look here across down here near the New Orleans area. Let's back this up some. Let's go to about 2 o'clock real quick, you guys. And as you can see, look along the Mississippi, Alabama Gulf Coast, even there, the Mississippi Delta at the mouth of the river. Strong sales could be ongoing here, even off the Louisiana coast. Alexandria around 2 p.m. in the afternoon. The Memphis area could also have some showers. Look at St. Louis. Also, some heavy storms could be in that area as well. And then you still have the heavy showers into Kansas. Now, as we go to 4 o'clock, you can see the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain, southern Mississippi. Some strong sails could be going on, producing some damaging winds and some hail. Even some tornadoes could be going on with this. If this is to be the case here along the Gulf of Mexico, Pensacola, south of Mobile, there could be some water spouts here going on, you guys, but this is going to be some very heavy rain that's going to be going on. Look, even now, just moving to the east of Memphis here at about 4 p.m. on Saturday. Heavy rain, eastern Mississippi. And look into the enhanced risk area across northern Arkansas, you guys, southwest Missouri, Kansas City. These cells could be capable of producing all hazards at that time. As we move to 9 o'clock at night, you guys, you can see, look at the line of storms between 8 and 9 o'clock across from North Louisiana on into Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois. Look at this line of storms that could be producing. Look like some very heavy rain. And as I said, all hazards will be possible, extending all the way down into southeast Texas, you guys. And look at the heavy rain that's going to be just south of the panhandle of Florida, which that could easily be inland. So we just have to keep an eye on that. Heavy rain along the Mississippi, Alabama Gulf Coast, north of Lake Pontchartrain. Could be seeing some heavy rain Saturday night. As we move into the overnight hours, 12, 1 o'clock, you guys. As this line continues to move on to the east here, you can see moving through Jackson. It's around 1 in the morning. Passing Alexandria up, approaching Lafayette, the Baton Rouge area. This will be around 1 in the morning. Embedded heavy gusty winds, hail, and maybe even a tornado or two will be possible within this line here. Look at these cells that's going to be popping up in the New Orleans area, possibly around 1 in the morning. We'll have to be watching out for those cells as well for severe hazards. And then we do have the heavy rain continuing with this first batch to push into southern Georgia and the Florida and the eastern parts of the Florida Panhandle. We're going to move on to about 4 in the morning, you guys. And this is overnight Saturday now going into Sunday. And as you can see, we're going to possibly have some snow here across Iowa, southern Minnesota. Look, even Kansas City, Missouri could actually be seeing some snow here, some wintry mix. That's crazy, you guys. But hey, that's how Mother Nature rolls, you guys. And then as you can see, this will be moving east into Illinois, this heavy rain. Look at Wisconsin, Green Bay, going to be starting to see some heavy rain as we get into Sunday morning. Tennessee, Kentucky, heavy rains extending down into Alabama. And then look here across the New Orleans area, Mississippi, Alabama, around 3, 4 in the morning, overnight Saturday into Sunday. We could be seeing quite a bit of showers and thunderstorms here. So we will keep a lookout for that. And as we move on to as far as the HRRR will take us out, which is 7 in the morning on Sunday, and that segue us into day 3, you guys. And you can see we will have that threat continue across southern Georgia and South Carolina here for the day on Sunday, the Storm Prediction Center has a slight risk, you guys, for this area. The marginal risk does extend as far south as the Tampa Bay area. As you guys can see, Tampa Bay, Fort Pierce, Cape Coral almost could be in the marginal risk here. You guys for some severe weather on Sunday, and that marginal risk does extend all the way as far north as Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. You guys, Columbus, Ohio could see a threat for severe weather on Sunday. And look at the strong storms that pushes off the Louisiana, the Mississippi Delta, Southeast Louisiana, and the Gulf Coast as Sunday moves on. So, you guys, that's going to be it for this one. If you haven't done so already, be sure to share, like, and subscribe so you can stay up to date and weather aware as the latest updates from the Storm Prediction Center comes out. I will have them in my shorts tab here on at your weather on the fly. Everyone be safe, be careful, and I'll talk to you all in the next one.